TV App Builder allows you to monetize your content on the platform, and this is a tutorial on how to set up the store. The first thing you ought to do is go over to the setup login section, because in this place you will be able to set up the login for the users. It is by default disabled, meaning that no login is required. But if you want to use the store, you should put it either as optional or required. This is because people on the TV will need to sign in order to view the content that they have purchased on the actual store. The second step is go over to the setup store section right here under user monetization, and then you'll be able to connect your Stripe account. And this is the first prompt that you will see. Once you do that, you follow the steps, you'll be able to see this section right here as this shows up. You'll have the option to create a subscription plan. So for example, you can give it a name, you can include a description, you can price it, and then you can select if you want it to be just one-time payment, a recurring subscription, whether that's monthly, yearly, or weekly, and then you will have that plan ready. So in this case, for example, we have 3 different plans, meaning we have 3 different subscriptions for our content. The next step that you ought to do is go over to start content, and then you will create what's called product offerings, because right now we just have the subscriptions, but we don't have any content attached to each subscription. So to do that, you go over to product offering, and then you can attach either individual pieces of content or whole categories of content. So let's say we're gonna assign a single category to the rental test plan, right? So this is a one-time fee of $1.99, and then we can create a new pricing. So for example, we have this. Now, if we want to add another category to that plan, so we will go over to sermons and then assign it to the same plan, and then we create a new product pricing. So that means, for example, if someone purchased this rental test, this is a one-time purchase, they will have access to all of the content that is under sermons and guest speakers. So basically, if you want to make all of your content available under one category, you will add, under one plan, you will add all categories under that plan, and then people will be able to access them that way. This gives you the liberty to add different pieces of content to different plans, so you can have more flexibility in terms of what you offer in each particular case. Now, one important thing here is to make sure that you always have at least one video free. Otherwise, there's no actual content for the people to see when they go into the app. So it's very important. Have at least one video content free. And that could be like a trailer or something like that. It doesn't need to be like a full content. It can even be a tutorial if you want on how to access the content. So you can do that, but it's important to have at least one free video. The next thing we want to see is the store URL. As default, you get an URL. You can customize the link here, and then you can also edit how this store looks. So for example, you can modify the store, the tagline, and then you get all of these cool features, like say you want to show the title, show the tagline, the appearance, the content layout, the accent color, the currency, the preview durations, the logo. So you can play around with these features. You get these social media links, you can import them. You can even add a frequently asked questions section. And then you can preview it if you go over to the store. So in this case, this is how it will look on our end. So this is the link that you can share to people to subscribe. Obviously, it will be your own store because this is all fully customizable. This is what we were seeing in here, that you can customize all of this. And you can customize what will show up here. And then you will send people this link. They will purchase here, and then they can either watch it there on your website if you have the website integration, or most importantly in your TV on their app once they log in um, under the setup login section. So that's the most important thing right now. And then one last thing is that if you go over to the My Channel user section, then you can actually manage all of the users that you have. So once they subscribe to your subscription, right, you can see their name, their email, which plan they are on, if they're active or not. You can view their purchases, you can edit their profile, you can reset the password, or you can delete them as well. And you can search them either by name, by email, and you can filter them as well. And you can export them. For example, if you want to do also email marketing for them, so you will export them and then use those emails as that. So that's it. This is pretty much the information you need to set up the store on TV App Builder.